Oh, good. Adam just asked me what internet freedom means. And if we look at freedom and the concept of freedom, well, obviously this is a sort of liberal concept. And I really like thinking about freedom from the perspective of Isaiah Berlin. So there's two kinds of freedom. There's negative freedom and there's positive freedom. And positive freedom is the freedom to, and negative freedom is the freedom from. So let's say we have the freedom to, I have the freedom to express my opinion. Or I have the freedom from having my opinion squashed by somebody else. So when we're thinking about internet freedom, we tend to think about it being the freedom to. But increasingly, our internet freedom is being redefined as the freedom from. So let's say the freedom from encountering pornography online. That's a type of internet freedom, but it's a negative freedom. So my challenge to people who are actually thinking about internet freedom is to make this very simple distinction in their head about the freedom to or the freedom from, and try and conceptualize their activities in a way that promotes a positive freedom rather than a negative freedom.
Excellent. What is the biggest threat to this emergent positive liberty that you'd like to see?
The biggest threat is the increasing regulation of the internet, which happens in two ways, in the way that we think it does and the way that we don't think it does. The way that we think that an increasing regulation of the internet happens is through government control of the internet. The way we don't think it happens is through our own personal practices, which increasingly take us to platforms that are provided by operators who are subject to their own privacy protections, laws, norms, terms and conditions, which aren't, as government laws and rules are, democratically constructed or democratically reviewed. So we have these two threats. We have a kind of threat of regulation, which we have agreed to if we live in democratic countries, and we have a sort of threat of de facto regulation by the commercial standards of the providers of the platforms that we use, and in fact even the internet connections that we use.
Brilliant. What do you think of the Pirate Party? Anything? Anything yet?
I mean, which Pirate Party? There's pirate parties in all kinds of countries. I mean, I have a different opinion. The German Pirate Party, I mean, they're really attempting to be an alternative democratic structure. There's lots of problems within the Pirate Party. I mean, I don't know if I have an opinion on the Pirate Party.